calling Dork. Dork! Hey, hold on. We're almost at the concert.
Greetings, Earth creatures. DJ Pew Pew here. Today we're doing something a little different. I got onto an anime generating website called Trimz.AI. This isn't a sponsored video. I just did this in real life. And I am amazed. A lot of AI stuff is coming out right now, and I think these guys have got a good angle. They're going with an anime-specific thing, although you can do other stuff with it, and you're limited to 12 seconds at a time. So you're looking at micro stories, but you can create long series of these. Not a lot of people are on the site yet. I'm just going to walk you through what I did and what I liked and what I didn't like. So on the first video here, the conversation was a little bit awkward, but the overall presence of it was great. I mean, it started in space. It started with music. All I had to do was ask for music. I added in descriptions of DJ Burn One, and this first video I thought was just super awesome. It really had everything going on that I wanted going on. But one of the limits that I have found with this site is that if you've got a conversation bouncing back and forth, the AI can get a little confused as to which person is saying what, and it may be assigning the wrong voices to the wrong quote in the wrong sequence here. But other than that, holy poo. I mean, it's just so amazing. I asked for EDM music and a spaceship, and I told it what a little bit what I wanted it to look like. And kapow, here's what we've got. And it's just super fantastic.
We can't land. We have an alien on board. A contamination warning.
Not another one!
Better go check the engineering bay, Pew Pew.
Okay, so on this next episode here, you'll see that the characters all look a little bit different. And that's because it's rendering each thing as its own thing. And you can get consistent characters in AI renderings if you sort of build that into it. But this is sort of a portal service. And I'm not really worried about that right now. I'm just having some fun with it. And I think that's really the idea here. So on this one, you'll see that DJ Burn One definitely looks different than he did in the last rendering. I look different here too, but I asked it to have a reveal, and I gave it a description of a like a globular vegetable alien. And when it pops out here, I lost my brain. The alien was just so cute.
What's the deal, Pew Pew? Should we get a wall of subwoofers and blow Blob out of the loading bay with a kick drum?
Aw, he's kinda cute. Maybe we should keep him?
Keep him? We're about to play the biggest gig of the year, B1. What if he's a space pest?
So in this next chapter, you'll see that everybody looks a little bit different. However, DJ Burn One in this one looks very accurate to the way he is in real life. This is probably his best look here. You'll see that we named the character Blob, and now we're having a conversation about what to do with Blob. And again, everyone looks a little different here. I was just super, super happy with how it arranged the control room, the pilot's chamber here. Just the positioning of the people and their interaction. I found the voice synchronization was fantastic. The voice inflection was great. Like the emotion, whether they're excited or happy or unhappy or shocked, was really good. And as you'll see in some later clips here, it gets even better. So I'd say really strong points here are the vocal inflection of the people and their expressiveness. It's just, I'd never done this before, and I was just stunned at how this stuff was working, and it was just so much fun. Oh, and also, I'm just going to say, I need to check here, but this is really cheap. This is really, really cheap. I think I'm paying less than 10 cents a render. I got like a $60 package, and I think it came with like 750 renders, so I can do hundreds of these, and I got a $20 plan too. So it's cheap. I mean, it's dirt cheap to have fun.
Hey, you're a doctor, right?
I'm a professor of music.
Can you come down and examine him and see if he's safe to visit Earth?
Well, he's not infected.
Then we can keep him?
In this next one here, again, we're looking at slightly different graphic styles for the characters in the background. But you'll notice that the background is like moving when they're looking at Blob. Of course, Blob, the little alien creature, looks a little different here. Different versions. I like this version a lot. He's cute. I put him in as a slobbering vegetable alien, and the computer did fantastic. In some future iterations, he changes a lot. But I also tagged in that I wanted this in a 1960s American television style. And they've got other things in different styles. So really, it's just so much fun. You've got so many choices here. One of the things I got into is every time I prompted it, I put in a description for me, DJ Pew Pew, and DJ Burn One. And DJ Burn One actually wears a lab coat. That's kind of his gig, and he looks like Bunsen Honeydew from the Muppets in real life.
Connection incoming. Let's see who's buzzing us.
DJs, where are you? The concert is starting. Everybody is cheering for you. What should I do?
Don't get a bee in your bonnet, Uma. We're just picking up our new roadie. Blob.
Okay, so this one here blew my mind. A couple of things are going on here that I wasn't expecting. First of all, this is photorealistic. I wrote it that they got a call from Uma, the character, and I specified that she was like a South Indian and that she had rock and roll fashions and dyed hair. But what's getting me about this is, I would have a hard time if someone showed this to me of them convincing me that this was not a real human being. She looks like a real person. She talks like a real person. The emotion is there. The inflection is there. The immediacy is there. I'm stunned. Again, I put this in as a cartoon style, but now we're getting photorealistic here. And this comes back. You put in your prompts, and it takes 3 or 4 minutes. So I was just stunned. I'm looking at this. I'm like, OMG, that character is like photoreal. And just the setup was great. The crowd behind her. And just wow. So, wow.
Look this way, Blob. Give us a smile.
You're a star, Rhodey. Work it.
Okay, so for this red carpet, you can see Blob is significantly different from his other iterations. David here, DJ Burn One, is definitely skinnier, but my character, because I'm simply putting it in as a vintage astronaut with a reflective face thing, I was pretty happy with how I was coming in on this. And if I remember correctly, I think what I did on this one is that this system can take very vague suggestions. It can suggest things to you. I think what I did on this one is I just said, hey, I just want the guys on a red carpet, and I want to show Blob getting, call outs from the photographers. And the AI added, the little phrases on here and put in the dialogue. And one of the things I found is that it's really good to let this AI choose your dialogue for you and not necessarily give it specific script notes. You can do that, but a lot of other times it can sort of find solutions for you and suggest things. This can suggest things from scratch. It can suggest new ideas. And I really found that I was having a conversation with the AI as I was developing this, and we were finding unique solutions together.
This is the best show we ever did, but where is Blob?
He's crowd surfing. He's a natural.
Okay, so for this crowd surfing one, again, I asked the AI to give me the scenario, and I described that I wanted me and DJ Burn One, gigging this great big concert, and that we looked around. We didn't know where Blob was, but then we saw Blob, and he was crowd surfing. So the AI added the dialogue on this, and I thought it was super great. Just a lot of fun. The crowd behind it's a little, the perspective they're not on the stage is here, but again, we're talking about day one on this technology. This stuff is just starting to get out to where people like me and hopefully you can do this. So if you're not uptight about the details like this, it's great. And this stuff's just going to get better over time.
That show was great. I know you have to go, but Blob was a big hit. Can I keep him and take him with me to the next show? I know the crowd will love him.
He's all yours, Uma. Take good care of our roadie.
You're coming with me, little superstar.
Okay. Oh my God. Look at the character of Uma here. Again, if you just showed this to me, you would have a hard time unconvincing me that Uma was not a real person. I mean, look at that hair. Look at the expression. Listen to the enthusiasm of her voice, and look at her eyes, and just how it all works. It's amazing that the computer was able to do this. One of the other things, though, is we start to see a little bit of a drift here away from the cartoon style to a more photorealistic style. And you'll see that a little bit here. And the AI, as you do new things, it will keep some of your instructions. It'll reprompt it, and it was keeping the 1960s American style in there, but it was morphing that and doing different things with it. So again, you can't be hung up over real specifics here. This is just kind of a fishing expedition. You see what you get. Also, what you're not seeing here is I did have a couple of renders that weren't that great. Either the characters weren't right, or one of the things I have found is a lot of times it will truncate the very end and it will cut off the last little bit of conversation. So one thing that really helps is to tell it to do an opening image, opening scene, and then a closer here. So I'm learning a whole lot as we're doing this, and I'm adjusting what I'm doing here.
I'm glad Uma took Blob, even though he was really cute.
Yeah, but I didn't want to have to feed him. Come to think of it, I don't know what to feed him. Oh, Mixie is calling. I wonder what she wants.
Okay, so on this one, we're definitely getting into more of like a 90s computer graphics, sort of more like a three-dimensional modeling here. You can see that DJ Burnwin does not look like a cartoon. He looks like a three-dimensional shaded character, which is a little bit of a drift out there, but I again thought it was super fantastic and super well done. Now, he's about to get a call from Mixie, and Mixie's in the next couple of shots here. Mixie, I didn't put in a lot of information on her. She's another character that I've written. So I wasn't too crazy with how Mixie looks here because I wanted her a little more young and anime looking. But just the way that this was going, I just kind of went with it. Again, this is just a fun experiment. It's day one. And a great thing is you can go back and you can re-render your scene. So you can say, hey, do that again with this tweak. Or do that again, but change this or add that. And I found that the AI is quite good at that. However, everything is its own render. So it may fix one thing but make something else different. But still, the basic idea here is just stunning. Is that just with a keyboard and a few prompts, you can start kicking out your own anime series here, and it looks so good.
Guys, did you bring a green alien to your gig last night?
Yeah, Blob, he was a big hit.
Oh no, I have some bad news for you. That alien is a criminal mastermind. He's wanted all over the universe. There's a bounty out for him, and now...
Okay, so on this one, you'll see Mixie is a little bit older and maybe not as youthful and fun as I wanted her to be, but her tone of voice is great. Again, she's photorealistic. She looks like a real person. What I really like here, though, is if you look at the control center around the guys, there's turntables and other switches and like the circular controllers for digital DJ equipment. So I just loved that this guy's basically made a music DJ spaceship cockpit environment. And again, here you see we're getting more towards the photorealistic element, and we're getting away from the anime element. Now, I could have gone in and re-prompted this, but again, I just wanted to see what the computer wanted to do. And the style, the work style I got into is that, each one of these takes a couple of minutes. So I would put in a prompt, go do something, wash some dishes because my life is so exciting. I would come back, it would be done. I'd watch it, and then I'd go and I'd write the next little episode instructions. And, this could be half a page or even just a sentence or two. Resubmit it. It's going to take a few minutes to render. Go wash some more dishes. Come back. It's done. So This is sort of like a thing where you can do off and on, like throughout your day. It's just so much fun.
That alien was a criminal, but he was so friendly, and he made those cute gurgling noises.
All right, so he's a cute criminal, but since you two brought him to the concert, now everybody thinks you're part of his evil plan, and every space cop out there is looking for you.
What are we gonna do about Uma? We left them together!
All right, so this one here, again, we're drifting further away from the 60s animation style and more into the photorealistic. You'll see Mixie, again, is a little bit different here. And I could have prompted this a little more differently, but I honestly was just having some fun with it. So at this point here, we've got a cliffhanger that the guys have brought the alien. They've left it with their friend. And in the next one, I prompted it to where Uma and Blob were getting a cart full of money at a hotel, and she was going to go deposit the money, and Blob was looking at the money greedily. And for some reason, it wouldn't render it for me. I've had a couple of these that have not rendered, and sometimes it's just an error, and I'll reprompt it, and the AI will be like, "Oops, oh, looks like that one, didn't render. I'm going to do it again." Other times it'll say, "Well, it violates guidelines." And I've only got that a couple of times, and I think having the piles of cash in that one might have done it. Anyway, folks, this was just one day of me having fun on this. I was working on a couple of other things, and I just wanted to share it with you and to encourage you to give it a try. It's a ton of fun. It's dirt cheap to do this, and I had a ton of fun with it. I've got several other projects I'm doing here, and it's just a great way to work out some fun ideas, see what the computer wants to do. It does amazing things. It does some clunky things. Really, not so much in this one, but the main issue I found is that if I had multiple people talking, they would conflict with each other. So I found the best thing to do was just have one person talking and maybe one person responding. But again, as you're looking at it here, look at the photorealism on this. It's just so good. It's just an amazing new day here, and this particular tool, I think, is very smart because it has specificity to the anime world. However, I almost immediately found out that this thing does everything. It's not just limited to anime. Anyway, DJ Pew Pew here. You're going to see a whole bunch more stuff. I'm trying to figure this all out and find a way to get it out there. And anyway, thank you for watching my DJ Pew Pew video.